What up, what up, what up, what up?
What's up, y'all? What's up, what's up, what's up?
We good, we straight, we Gucci. I gotta move this up.
What's up, what's up, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Royale Urban Media. It's your girl, Cortese, and your boy,
Chris.
Hey, we back like we never left. Can't be raw, we can't be real. So thank you guys for tuning in. Today
We got an episode, we got a couple things on the topics today.
A couple.
It's a Table Talk Tuesday, episode 47.
47.
Yeah, that's what's up. Hey, look, Cortese, let me start by asking you, how was your weekend?
My weekend was good.
Good. What you do?
Rest.
No, we could give a round of applause for rest.
What can you do anyway? It's COVID going
We
on.
need some rest every now and then, and Cortese works extremely hard. And I believe you deserved an opportunity to get some rest this weekend. So shout out to Cortese for getting some rest this weekend.
Thank you for the shout out.
Mr. Marcus, what you do this weekend? Our producer.
Love you. Love you, Mom. Oh my gosh.
gosh.
Y'all, his answer was that he played with himself, okay? So those of you that know me.
Play the game?
You ain't say that.
Hey, yo. You and your brother, y'all nuts, man.
Oh, here we go. Oh, man, I cannot. I can see.
Anybody that watched that episode know that inside joke.
Yo,
man.
we are not safe here.
Getting a good laugh. Look, no, seriously though. So one of the things I wanted to talk about, we got a couple things on the poll today to talk about, but one of the things I wanted to talk about was appreciation with your friends in the workplace, with your significant other. Appreciation, guys, everybody. And please comment down below. Y'all can call in 1-855-493-6499. Please, can we start by just defining appreciation? Cortese, what is appreciation to you?
Appreciation to show gratitude.
Showing gratitude. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's it?
Honoring.
Showing gratitude. Honoring.
I appreciate what you did. You're acknowledging what that person done did.
Acknowledgement. I like that. Acknowledgement.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in total, it's showing acknowledgement and gratitude and honoring something. But do you only appreciate somebody for something they did?
Or what? You appreciate them for something that they don't do?
Shoot, you could appreciate somebody for what they don't do if you ask me.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Okay. That's it.
Do you repeat the question?
I'm asking you. I mean, your definition of appreciation is what? Gratitude, showing gratitude, honoring, acknowledgement for something that they did. Mm-hmm. I mean, you just gave me synonyms
for something they did, something they don't do. I don't know.
Okay.
For who they are, what?
I'm asking for your definition. If that's your definition, that's what it is.
Well, I already gave you my definition, but okay, go ahead.
So my definition of appreciation, I guess, would be on the lines of what you're doing. It's showing gratitude, acknowledging. What is it? It's like a relief, like you're. I can't use appreciative in the definition of appreciate, but it's showing that you are thankful, that you are grateful for someone or something. Whether it is an act of kindness that they've shown you, or just doing their regular job, or going above and beyond. And so there's several different ways that we show people every day that we appreciate them. And we're going to talk about different ways that you do that. I want to ask you, Cortese, when you are at work, do you feel like people appreciate you? Your job appreciates you?
Yes and no.
Okay.
I feel like they can't really appreciate what they really don't know or understand.
I'm glad you said that. We're going to touch back on that, but I want you to keep going. So what is it? Why do you say that? Why do you feel that way?
Okay, for instance, I work in a pharmacy.
Okay.
I just found out today that I am the pharmacy manager, technically.
Whoa.
So
I ain't never heard that title.
I know, right?
They told you that today?
So basically,
does that come with a certain level of pay?
Man, what? Listen, okay.
Let me hold something. You the manager now?
Look, background really quick, okay? So, I've been at this job for quite some time, but when I initially started, the guy who hired me was supposed to fly here to train me, him and his assistant basically. Yeah, but he's like the IT guy. So of course, it's been almost a year. So they finally got to fly out this week.
This week?
This week.
You've been at this job for how long?
Almost a year. Yes.
And they just flying out. So
yes.
you a year into the job. What you been doing?
Teaching myself. Right. So they finally come. They're really impressed with what I'm doing.
Give me 1 second. Can I get a round of applause for Cortese for sticking it out and just teaching herself how to do her own job?
Woo!
I can tell you right now, I'd have been sitting in there every day.
Honestly, when you're put in a position like that, and you basically have to teach yourself how to work, how to use the equipment.
How to manage the time,
how to everything.
That's the discipline that it takes to do that. And you doing that for somebody else. That's not even okay.
I'm trying my best.
All right, come on,
so
continue.
They finally get me an assistant now because they like, wow, you've been doing all this work by yourself. Like these other dispensaries, they got 3 or 4 people working in here. You're working here by yourself. Like, we gonna get you somebody to help out, whatever. Long story short, they basically say, okay, they're introducing us to this new medical assistant, and they're like, this is TC, this is so-and-so, and everything. They saw the lady's title, and it said, basically, she was my RX assistant. RX means prescription, medication, just keep that. So it said RX assistant, and then my manager looks at me, and he's like, well, this is our pharmacy tech, but legally, because we're in a dispensary, we're not allowed to say it's a pharmacy. You have to say a dispensing prescription help desk or whatever. Yeah. So then they look, and then the guy who comes down the train that flew in, he's like, well, actually, TC's a manager. Her classification is a pharmacy manager. And I'm like, looked at him like, well, did you hear that? But because this practice is not used to having an in-home dispensary, they don't know what I have to do, ordering medication, keeping up with the inventory, prior authorizations. I wasn't supposed to be doing prior authorizations. We got to call in insurance and get them to approve the medication.
You're not supposed to be doing that?
I'm not supposed to do that.
Who's supposed to do it then?
The medical assistants, the doctors. But I do all of this, Chris, and I'm not yanking your chain, I promise. So then... No,
I know. I've seen you do it.
Yeah, so there's this big old meeting downstairs, and... guess who's not invited to the meeting downstairs with all the other managers? TC's upstairs. So then I catch my manager. I guess he was coming to look for me. And I'm coming back. I'm just getting my second cup of tea for the day. I mean, it's the least that I could ask for. Right. So long story short, he comes to me like, TC, I need you to basically escort the guy who flew in downstairs to the meeting. I'm like... I just say okay. Like, I don't have no attitude about it. I just say okay. So, again, we're on the elevator, and the guy's like, you do a lot more than what your title is. Like, a whole lot.
Whoa.
And he's like, I don't know if I could do it if I was you. And I'm like, because I'm thinking I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. But a lot of people are not going to appreciate what I'm doing because, one, they're not used to having an in-home dispensary. They're not used to having their own medication. Oh, we can just call so-and-so, you got it. They don't have to send people to other pharmacies. We're right there within the practice.
So let me ask you this. Would you say that you do it for acknowledgement?
I don't think so, because if you don't get acknowledgement, are you doing it for acknowledgement?
That's a really good question. So I think sometimes... you do things and you're going above and beyond for people, and you don't really know if you're supposed to be doing it or not, but you do it because you see that there's a need there and that it needs to be done. And so when those things happen, while you're looking for clarification was, I supposed to actually do that, or did I just go above and beyond? In those moments when you're asking yourself that, to a certain extent, you're looking for acknowledgement. Reason being is because, yes, you did it because you saw a need and you did it because it needed to be done. But when you begin to question whether you were supposed to do it or not, the answer is normally yes, because you saw a need and it needed to be done.
Or also that could be just, that's who you are, whether or not you're, no, because I don't think it's looking for acknowledgement. If that's just who you are, that's what you do.
My point in what I'm saying is, at the moment when you ask yourself, am I supposed to be doing it, or am I going above and beyond? At that moment, you're looking for acknowledgement.
Okay, well, within
whether
this
you
job,
say it outwardly or not,
I'm going to apologize if I said that previously.
You didn't. I'm bringing up a point, and I got you. Okay. Somebody calling in.
We got a caller. Thank you so much for calling in Rum TV. You on air with Cortese and Chris. What's on your mind?
Good evening, Cortese and Chris. How are you?
Good evening.
We are good. How are you?
Our number one caller.
Well, you know what? It's kind of hard to keep track of what's going on because when I call you guys, y'all on another part of the topic. Well, anywho, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm just calling to say, congratulations, baby. You didn't tell me.
Well,
look, I received a lot of information late, too, so don't feel bad.
Well, thank you, darling. Oh, snap. That's a nice...
What is that?
It came right on time, didn't it? She like, congratulations.
Is that you, Mr. Marcus?
Can you hear? Well, she'll call back if she have to, right? She'll call back.
So let me ask you something, because you brought up a really good point. What's the noise that is made when we give gifts? Because I'm gonna tell her when she get on the phone.
Oh, I apologize. We got disconnected, but you back on air with Cortese and Chris. What's on your mind?
But you know what? That sound was a nice effect to.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I like that too.
I like that. I don't know why it happened, but we got disconnected. But yes, honey, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you, darling.
Ma'am, our number one caller. I want to just tell you, since we having a topic on appreciation today, I want to tell you how much Cortese and I appreciate you.
For sure.
You are our number one fan.
Number
you always
one.
watch. You always on our live. You always calling in. We have something special for you this evening.
Ooh.
And you're going to get a sneak peek of it today on the show.
Ooh.
Yes, ma'am. Congratulations.
Aww. This is news to me, too. So, unified front.
So, honestly, I would not have it no other way because I'm absolutely proud of you, too. I don't know if you saw my comment I put on Instagram tonight, but I'm absolutely proud of y'all because y'all dedication is so strong. You know, it's so strong to what you're doing, your belief. You know, you have faith in something. You got it started. You're seeing it into fruition. So I'm proud of y'all. It's wonderful. You're young. You're out there. You're motivated. You know, and I'm more than sure you're going to be an inspiration to a lot of people, young kids your age. I don't mean to call y'all kids, but you know what I mean.
We know, darling.
I'm an old head.
Kids.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold just 1 minute.
Kids, huh?
In an offensive way.
No. I'm pulling your chain. It's okay. Technically, we are just kids.
Especially in comparison to me. Y'all kids. Too.
Look, I'm a kid at heart. I ain't got no shame in my game.
Oh, my gosh.
There you go.
But you know what? Cortese told me today that I need to grow up.
Oh, my gosh.
Listen to the pot calling the kettle black. I really want you to know that we really, really appreciate you. You are so consistent with us. You always watch our show, and we really enormously appreciate you, and we want to show you how much we appreciate you too. Okay?
Chris, I truly appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate y'all more. I really do. You know, and that's why I'm telling y'all, if I was ever out on a Tuesday or Friday going to the store or something, I'll start to get anxiety. That's like I'm not going to get back home in time to watch the show. You know, being out and sitting on my phone is not the same because I need my phone to call y'all and I still want to see your faces. But hey, I'm the number one fan. I'm going to be here until the end.
Yo, that actually kind of gave me a little bit of an adrenaline rush. Like, seriously, like, got the butterflies in my chest. Thank you so much.
Thank you, darling. Thank you.
That means it hit you the right way. It hit you the right way.
Aww.
Mr. Marcus, what's the sound for the gifts? What is it?
I guess it's a bell.
I am delivered.
Is that the one? That's not the one.
No, it's a bell. But
y'all, get back to your topic. I'm still cooking dinner.
Okay.
I'm still listening. I love you guys, and I'm still watching. I'll see you later.
We love you too. Thank you so much. Save me a plate.
You know it, honey. Love you.
Love you.
Baby, say hi.
Hey, babe.
Cortez.
He's saying hi,
This
but
is
he
for
ain't
you.
from in front of the TV.
Aw.
So, want to know, I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank
Be
you.
safe.
Thank you, darling.
You're welcome, darling.
So I got a little something for you to tell you that I appreciate you. If your job don't, I do. Come on, show everybody you on live what you got.
This is cute. Aw. You are funny. Wow. This is cute. Oh my
So we
goodness.
we gonna have you keep your mask on, all right?
This is cute.
Go ahead, put it on.
Oh shit. Ooh,
So-
they just
so-
my nails.
So hold on, just to get back on the topic, everybody, for those of you guys just tuning in, today's topic is a Table Talk Tuesday. We got a couple things we're going to talk about, but the first thing that we started with is appreciation. Cortez was telling us about her job and whether they appreciate or whether she feels appreciated by them or not.
But it's okay if they don't appreciate me.
She
It's
said
okay if
she-
they don't appreciate me though.
We were talking about different ways that you can show someone that you appreciate them. And, you know, a lot of times the typical way that you show somebody, in a lot of different services, but most of the time it's, you know, sometimes it's through gifts or tips or acknowledgement, some sort of acknowledgement. So today, this evening, of course, Cortez did not know, but I wanted to show her that I appreciated her. I know her favorite color is pink. And she likes sparkles and stuff.
Yo
like
said
that,
it,
so.
my nails.
So I got
Thank
her.
you, Chris.
You're welcome. So I got her a little mask because we want to stay protected, but I know that she would, you know, look nice in it.
Thank you. It looks so fancy. I want to wear. You know, a whole outfit. Oh,
So
wow.
now my question to you is: did that make you feel like I appreciate you?
What do you appreciate me for?
So you are my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times when I be going through stuff, I could call you and just talk to you about whatever it is that's going on. And for the most part, you know, you always right there and you answer me. You gave me an opportunity to share this platform with you. I mean, I don't really feel like I got to name every single thing that you've done for me, but I never take any of those things for granted. I'm reminded of them every day. And sometimes, even when you call on me and you ask me for things, as your best friend, I'd be looking at you like, you know, Cortez is somebody who don't like to ask for anything. So if you're not offering it to her, she ain't gonna ask you. It's gotta be like she got a lot of pride. Everybody,
Don't do that.
she has a lot of pride.
Don't do that because
And
I
so-
really feel like I'd rather try to do it
herself.
myself before I.
So a
That's
lot
not a
of
bad
times
thing.
I have to kind of, you know, ask her a couple times, "Are you good? Is everything okay?" And so, you know, sometimes I feel like as your best friend, it's my job to pull it out of you, or to just show up with whatever it is I believe might be what you're missing. And when I had to do that, I feel like I don't want to do it because I'm seeking acknowledgement. I want you to know that I want you to feel like it's okay to ask, like for me to show up for you. So with that being said, the way I wanted to show appreciation tonight was to give you that gift.
I appreciate that.
Right. But but that's me explaining, why I appreciate you. Did you feel appreciated when I did that?
Because I know you, I didn't feel like you gave it to me for one specific thing. Like, I'm not going to say I'm used to it, like, or that I just expect it, but I feel truly grateful. Like, I feel grateful. I feel blessed.
Did you get like this warm, fuzzy feeling in your chest? No, seriously. And I'm not asking like a romantic way, everybody. I'm saying because
nobody is not saying that.
Miss Kim, who just called in, and she calls in. I feel like she calls in every show.
She missed 2 shows.
See, now that was unappreciated.
Don't do that.
No, listen, no.
No, I truly love her.
When she made that comment on air just now, like I really like had like some anxiousness in my chest.
The
like I was
over
like,
you.
yeah, it was like wow, like you be antsy going to the store on a Tuesday and a Friday because you want to get back and watch our show. Like that was like wow, like I felt something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm asking you, did you feel something when you got that gift?
I felt happy.
Okay. So the appreciation is there, right? Mutually, because I appreciate you, and I know you appreciate me. But sometimes it's hard for people to receive that appreciation, and sometimes it's hard for people to show that they appreciate someone. And it's not always about a gift. I just used that today for me to show you that. But can we get the bell, Mr. Marcus?
Oh my God. What, Chris?
So this one's mine.
Of course. Thank you.
Mr. Marcus.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
We appreciate you too. Actually,
Ain't no nuts.
Oh.
No.
No, it's no nuts on it. That was so.
Right,
oh my God. Oh, this is beautiful. Wait a minute. Wait. Whoa. Look at that, y'all. Oh my goodness. Good.
That's
it
yours,
is
but
nuts.
I want you. No, is it nuts on there?
I don't know. It looked like it.
Reese's. So this one is for Mr. Wilbur.
Aww.
It fell
So,
over, but
did
it's
it?
gonna be all right.
Yes, it's
A
okay.
little bit. I'm sorry.
It's a little. Oh, Chris.
So listen, I want to tell you guys as well that I appreciate you.
You're
guys,
welcome. I say you're welcome on his behalf.
because you guys allow us to do our show at your station. We have made so many leaps, bounds, and strides through 2020. We plan to make even more in 2021. We got more and more people calling in.
Yes.
We got more and more people asking to have interviews.
Right.
And we seriously could not have done it without you guys.
Yes.
I want to tell all of our followers, I want to tell all of our followers, everybody that supports Rum TV, and even the people who don't, that we appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Because without y'all, we wouldn't have a platform to support any of you. So everybody, it's a small token, but it's so many different ways you can show people that you appreciate them. And to our number one caller, we have a piece of cheesecake for you as well.
Oh, thank you. I'll give him one. Oh,
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And she just said, Chris is deep tonight. Bless your heart with the praying hands and the blue heart. She don't even know she has something too. Oh, that is so sweet.
So, but I want to actually touch on, is there other ways you can show somebody you appreciate them, and what are some of those ways?
I believe so. I think that ties in with like your love language. What you think?
Okay.
Because there's people just like to hear kind words. They don't even need nothing materialistic.
Right.
Some people need stuff strictly materialistic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some people like for you to take out the trash or do the dish. What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm gonna listen to you.
Or do the dishes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different forms of appreciation, So, I don't really know. And that's another thing. Is it like, are you supposed to really harp on people's love language, or should you just be you and show your
just gonna say
appreciation the
that.
way you do?
We were actually going to get there, and I'm going to go back to something you said a little bit earlier. Do you remember what you said when I stopped you?
If I'm looking for appreciation,
That's along the lines. Keep going.
I don't remember.
So which your comment, to be exact, was if you're looking for acknowledgement or appreciation, do you truly appreciate it? And we were talking about your job.
Mm-hmm.
Because you were saying that it's
or
not
can they
that
appreciate what they don't know or don't understand?
There you go.
Okay.
So, you know me personally. I'm real big on genuine people, right?
Okay, I want some of this now. Can I have some now?
Absolutely. Go ahead, dive
Thank
in.
you. God is great.
So-
God is good. Let us thank Him for this cheesecake. Amen.
So, I feel like if you are seeking acknowledgement, if you're doing something for acknowledgement, then you don't appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it's not necessarily that you don't appreciate it. I just think that your mind isn't technically in the right place for what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You're not doing it for the sanctity of it. You're doing it for acknowledgement, which is different than just telling somebody that you appreciate them.
Right.
When you get a cab driver and he takes you to your destination and he gets you there safely, you don't tip him for him to tell you thank you. You tip him because you're saying that, you gave me a really great ride, you did a really good deed, and I appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
But my question is, and you kind of answered it, can you show somebody, let's say you don't have money to tip your cab driver.
Mm-hmm.
Can you show somebody that you appreciate them without tipping them? How do you show your cab driver that you appreciate them if you don't got no money to tip them?
Well, for me, using the instance where I work in a pharmacy, sometimes I can't fill everybody's prescription. And I might have it on the shelf, but they can't get it that day because they need a prior authorization, or we're at a loss and they can't get it. And that makes me sad. Because if it was up to me, all medication would be free. Like healthcare period would be free, But for me, I feel like customer service gotta be A1. Like whatever's coming out of my mouth, and I'm rejecting you for a service that you have to come to me for, but I can't fill it for you. I'm not gonna treat you like you anything. Like, oh girl, you gonna have to go somewhere else because. And if she got, and a lot of them they end up sad before they leave because they can't get it, Right. And I'm the last person that they see before they leave this establishment. Right. So before you leave this establishment and you didn't get what you needed, I'm going to make sure that you remember that, I had
excellent customer service.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I made them feel welcome, and I'm going to do what I have to do on my part to make sure you get what you need, And
that goes a long way. I can honestly say that because
hey, Morgan.
They absolutely will remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you firsthand, I'm a sucker for good customer service. Like, if I go to a restaurant, I could hate my food.
Mm-hmm.
But if my waitress or my waiter was like, A1 from day one,
right,
you best believe I'm about to give him a really nice tip.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you also, the food could be great, but if you don't come back and ask me how my food was, you ain't refilling the drinks, you ain't ask us if we wanted dessert. If you had zero communication except to show us our seat, to take our order, and then I don't see you for the rest of the night, you already know how I am about that.
Yeah.
So, but I think that it goes both ways, and your appreciation for your job, because I'm sure you appreciate them making sure that your money's in your account every 2 weeks, right?
To a certain extent. Yeah.
Whoa.
I appreciate God for making it happen for me. Without him, I wouldn't have got that job, and I have the job.
I know, but I'm just saying, he gave you the job, so you got to show God that you appreciate that job by going to work and doing a great job, right?
I do that.
Okay, we're going to keep it there. So, anyway, I just think that it works both ways, and I'm extremely grateful that you have the opportunity to do something like what you're doing.
Right.
And even though you're not receiving the acknowledgement that you deserve, that you are still able to be healthy and go to work every day and make your income and support your family
Thank
the way
you.
you want to.
Thank you. I appreciate
even
that.
though they don't understand everything. I do. I see it. I see you working hard, and that's why I acknowledge your resting weekend the way that I did. Okay.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it.
We're gonna
Mr. Marcus, thank you for the hand clap.
Mr. Marcus, you already know how we feel about you. We appreciate you. You the real producer.
I don't be all in your show.
Oh, come on.
No, you can't throw my mans out like that.
We actually enjoy when Mr. Will behind
We love him.
That's my sugar type.
Look, I want to move on. No. I got 2 questions for you. Got 2 questions for you before we move on to the next topic.
For me?
Yes.
Okay.
About appreciation. Can you go too far to show someone that you appreciate them?
Can you go too far?
Yes. Is that like okay? So you got your mask, right? Mm-hmm. Nobody in here was expecting the cheesecake. So then to follow it up with cheesecake, did I go too far? Did I do enough? What was the feeling you got from what I did?
I don't want you to take this the wrong way.
It was a little bit of an experiment. Go ahead.
Yeah, definitely. I don't feel like you went too far.
I ain't go far enough.
No, I'm not saying that at all. No, honestly, nobody was expecting it, so I kind of feel like you. I'm trying to put this in a way.
Go ahead.
Hold up, give me a second. Hold up. You didn't go too far. I'm not gonna say it like this was more than enough. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody was even expecting it, and then for your explanation on top of it was like icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I'm really appreciative.
Look, Shannon watching again.
Hey, Shannon. I'm extremely appreciative. I mean, how do you feel? Oh,
go ahead. Let's acknowledge our call.
We got somebody on the call. You online with Cortese and Chris. What's on your mind?
Okay, don't be disappointed. It's me again. And I just want to say real quick on the topic of appreciation. Chris, you can never go too far showing your appreciation and gratitude to a person. I don't think nobody can ever go too far doing that. Mm-hmm. That means a whole lot. And for most people, they'll know how to really deep down inside appreciate that.
For sure.
And recognize that. Recognize that it's coming from a loving place. So, no, you can never go too far showing appreciation.
Okay.
That's all I wanted to say.
Oh, we love you.
I appreciate that. So,
love you too.
I partially agree with that statement. I actually do think you go a little bit too far.
If it's not okay, I'm gonna let you go ahead.
Well, only because
I'm sorry. Did you have anything else to say?
I'm gonna listen just in case. Can I comment again just in case?
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
So I think that sometimes you can go too far in not necessarily appreciate somebody, but the way that you show them that you appreciate them. Sometimes it can go a little bit too far and be inappropriate.
But the intent of it.
Look, I do apologize. Let me rephrase it if I have to. It depends on who the gift or whatever is coming from. It depends on who it is.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm the situation.
You know you know how far to go with certain people, whoever it is.
Right.
I mean, you're not going to go too far showing appreciation to a stranger on the street for picking up your money that you dropped unknowingly and they hand it back to you. I don't think you're going to go too far showing them appreciation. But when it comes down to your loved one, somebody you're very close to, a parent, a sibling, a child, your best friend, I don't think there's such thing as going too far showing that person appreciation for something that they genuinely do for you from their heart. I don't think it's a such thing.
I can agree with that.
So
statement.
basically, you basically have to determine, how far to go on your own with whomever you're dealing with at that time.
Right.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
We got you. Morgan and Shannon, if y'all still on, comment down below what y'all think on this topic. Let us know. We want to hear from you.
Do you guys think that you can go too far to show somebody you appreciate?
All right, darling.
Them?
Thanks for calling.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
I like it. All right, darling. Thanks for calling. Okay.
My last question for you, Cortese, is can you show somebody you appreciate them but never physically tell them, I appreciate you? Like, if I did this, but I never told you why I did it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. If you did something like this and never told me why you did it.
Yeah. For instance, let's say you anonymously received a gift from somebody. Actually, okay, I'm gonna let y'all know. Oh no, I can't tell everybody that. Never mind.
Gosh, sorry, y'all can't know.
Remember my? No.
Y'all can't know.
I can't because then people would know.
Okay, I don't even know. Y'all don't even know what he's talking about right now.
I would have to remind you what I'm talking about. For you to know
just letting you guys know you're not in the dark alone.
Let's say that somebody came into like a really large amount of money, right? Mm-hmm. And they decided that they were going to help people out that they knew needed some money, but not tell them that they was helping them out. So they found a way to anonymously give them.
I know a person, a family member,
a ridiculous amount of money.
Who maybe is coming into some money, and they told me that even to the family members who they had a falling out with, they want to surprise them with the check in the mail. Just send them a check. Like they had a really bad falling out. Like don't want to talk to them. Not don't want to, but just know how things was. You know, it's kind of hard when you trying to break the ice.
So they decided to just do that?
Come into some money and send a check anonymously. But to multiple people.
So, but see, for me personally, I think that's like one of the biggest things you could, not biggest, but like just that's like a huge testament of like not looking for acknowledgement, just doing something genuinely out of the kindness of your heart.
Right.
But I guess that's on the lines of what I'm asking you. So would that be looked at as an appreciation, or how would you describe that act?
I think it's different. People have different intentions. Some people just genuinely want to look out for you, want like have your best interest, and some people do be looking for something in return. Like, you know, like for me, I'm gonna say for me, I can't really speak for everybody, but for me, I do things because I like to make other people happy. Like that's just me. That's just who I am. I like to make other people happy. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm not a person that requires a whole lot, but it'd be like the smallest thing that'll make me smile, make me happy. You know what I'm saying? So when I do something, I be like, oh snap, I could do this and I could do this and I could do this. And I want to add on, like, oh, I could be extra with like, and that's just me being creative and who I am and the fact that I love to give, you know. And I look for my reward from the Lord. Like I don't be looking like, oh, well, what is man going to repay me? Because I know God got me and he put me in a position that I am in because of who I am. So that's speaking from me. But we do have a comment. Want to touch on it?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, you can go ahead and read it. Chris is going to read a comment from Instagram,
y'all.
This
is from Shannon. So she said, I believe that if people are humble, they will truly appreciate whatever you give them. However, if someone is bothered or put off by that person and the person continually shows them they appreciate them by giving them things, it can make someone uneasy. Oh, I know exactly what you mean by that.
Like giving so much and they're not receiving it that way.
Right. So, if correct me if I'm wrong, Shannon, but you can almost kind of like you're giving a gift because you're saying you appreciate them, but it's almost like you're trying to.
But you're looking for something in return.
Mm-hmm. So, Shannon, comment below. Let me know or call in 1-855.
Yeah, call in. We want to hear from y'all.
6499. I just want to make sure I'm correct in what I'm interpreting from what you said.
Yeah, call in. We want to know what you got, guys. That's just tuning in. We are talking about appreciation.
You don't have to call in.
Appreciation on this Table Talk Tuesday, guys. Episode 47. We want to know, what is appreciation to you? What are forms and ways that you can show someone that you appreciate them? If someone never told you they appreciated you, how would you feel? And I will let you know right now that I appreciate you. So keep going.
Thank you so much for joining us on our live show.
Thank you.
We want y'all to know we appreciate you guys, whether you are somebody who consistently watches or if this is your first time. We want you to know we appreciate you.
Absolutely. It's okay, Shannon. Next time, girl.
Okay, it is no problem. I do believe that's what she's saying, though. Mm-hmm. And I think we've had a conversation about something along those lines, too. And that's exactly what I mean. Like, sometimes a gift could be inappropriate because it's really not coming with the intent that it's, like, something you did.
For what you said it was.
Right. It's kind of like one of them things where it's
motive.
Like, right, exactly what you're saying. And, so, you know, some people use that as a weapon, unfortunately, in an attempt to buy love, to buy attention, to you know, change people's mind about certain things. So yeah, I think that's what Shannon is kind of on the lines of, and that's what makes people, what she quoted, uneasy. But I want to move on from that.
Oh
because
gosh!
Even though this is on the same lines, it's actually quite a spinoff. All right, so I'm in a.
We got a spinoff, y'all. We got a spinoff.
Guys, and there was a really interesting comment that was made, and I thought it's an adult conversation, but it's hilarious. So one of my friends said, "What motivates you to do anything you do for a woman you deal with?" And I'm assuming they're talking about a intimate relationship.
I feel like we talked about this on the show a few shows ago. But go ahead.
Did we?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure we did. But
you know we did.
Look, it was completely authentic, right? I didn't make this up.
I
promise you, I didn't mention our show. I didn't say anything to the guys.
Okay, go ahead.
My homeboy, like, genuinely asked us this question in the group chat. And this was last night. I was already asleep when he texted this. But when I woke up this morning, I read this. I was like, oh, we got to talk about this. So,
oh, gosh.
So, listen. Another one of my friends commented. He said, her being happy so that it is reciprocated. I think it depends on what kind of man you are, though. The one who asked the question agreed with that statement. Now, I have a friend who is married. And has been married for quite some time. And this was his response. In the beginning, you do it for sex. Then as time goes on and you get to know her, you still do it for sex.
Oh, gosh.
But you develop feelings and you still do it for sex. Then you get married and you don't want to give up the sex. So it's always about sex. I died laughing at that one. I'm not gonna lie. And so did a lot of other people.
I am delivered.
I'm not doing it.
So hold on. So there's some comments in between. This all pretty much laughing. And he restates. He says, realistically, if the sex wasn't good, would you be doing the things for her? Men are physical by nature. Our urges is what drives us. Somebody else said we are physical, but it depends, I think. My friend says, over the years, I've developed into a person that is... I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, a person that is about the connection with my significant other. The sex could be great, but if she can't hold a conversation, then I can't deal with her on any other level than just the sex. So, my friend says, how strong would that connection be if we weren't being physical with each other? Now... this goes on back and forth for a little while, but...
Quite a while.
But what I will say is, when you want to go into a relationship with someone, let's say y'all haven't had sex, how should you show someone that you appreciate them? And how would you feel like you would feel appreciated in that relationship or in the relationship that you're trying to build? So I don't speak for myself or all men, but just using what my friend said, if men are going into it for sex, and that's what their ultimate goal is, what would be the
that's
thing
for
that
you to
women,
translate for us.
Well, no, that's what I'm asking you and asking our viewers. Like, what is the thing that women are going for in a relationship?
What are women going for in a relationship?
Yeah.
I can't speak for all women.
Well, speak for yourself, Cortez, because I can't speak for all men when I say that. I don't agree with what he said.
Oh, you don't agree?
Hilarious.
Okay, so let's just make that known. He don't agree.
I said that already.
Oh, we gonna say it again. He doesn't agree.
I don't.
What?
That's not me. No.
But we're talking about it.
But it was hilarious. I'm sorry. Like,
I'm not doing this.
Come on, I need you to tell me, like, that is what we would call
in a relationship.
We can't say the word on air, but it begins with an F and it ends with a Y. It's a compound word.
Yes, it is a compound word.
We know what that. Okay, so unfortunately, she married a boy.
Cannot.
But I want to know from you, what do you feel like is the expectation to show that you appreciate it or to show that you appreciate someone? How do you show appreciation in a relationship?
How do I show it? How do I show appreciation? I don't. It's like I'm just joking.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
There's so many different routes
again, like I was saying, what? You get out of here. Look, that's why I went when I said previously, you gotta know that person's love language. Because honestly, what if you're doing something that you feel you're showing appreciation and they're not receiving it that way because you're not doing it the way they want it or expect it, which brings me to my next thought. So if someone is showing you that they appreciate you in their way, it's appreciation. Even though it's not how you want it or receiving it, it's still appreciation. But then they are saying that they want you to show it a different way. Is that person being ungrateful, or do they have every right to want you to show them that you appreciate them the way they want you to show them that they want to be appreciated?
I'm so glad you asked. Because I would have to say, if we go back to what Shannon said, I'm sorry, Shannon, I'm going to piggyback off what you said. But if you're humble, then you appreciate anything.
Right.
Everything that they do.
Right.
You acknowledge that there was something there that was done. And whether they tell you or not, it was done to satisfy you. If that attempt failed, now you should be honest with your significant other, in my opinion, and let them know. But I think there's a way to go about it to say, you know what? And to be honest with you, Cortez, you do a really good job of this. To say that, you know, I appreciate, or to acknowledge that you appreciate what was done for you, but then also to say, or find a nice way to show somebody that this is the things, these are the type of things that I like. Maybe you don't have to specifically spell it out or say, next time do this. But to say, you know, send your significant other stuff that you like. Kind of give them the hint. Keep giving them the hint. But never shoot down the things that they do. That's just my opinion. I don't think that you should ever voice in any moment.
Well, you should have did something else. I like what I like.
Yeah, I think that person is ungrateful. I'm sorry.
I like what I like.
Sometimes it takes for a person to see it a few times and then be like, oh, now their light bulb came on. You know, everybody light bulb don't got, you know, 50 floors. Some of them only got 2. Some of them only got 3. So, you know, your elevator stop and there's a couple more floors up there, but it don't go all the way up. You know what I'm saying? So, no shade, but no, seriously though.
He said no shade.
No, seriously though. I do think like I said, I'm gonna piggyback off of what Shannon said. I think that if you truly appreciate them, then it shouldn't matter what they do.
Okay.
Anything they do, you should appreciate it. That's like, you know, some people are superficial about so many things, but to be honest with you, I'm gonna just piggyback on somebody got an engagement ring. One of my friends got proposed to, and she told her significant other,
what?
No. She said no.
Well, she said no? Do she love him?
She says she does, but she said that the ring wasn't big enough.
No.
Now, the guy, he makes a good amount of money, and I saw the ring and the diamond.
Right. It was transparent.
I just don't, you know, I feel like the genuine effort was not put into picking out the ring. However, I don't think she should have told him no.
Okay, so now I'm questioning now. So does he not truly think that she's worth more than what he gave, or do he not really want to get married, or is she
I don't even understand how this is even a question or conversation.
I just need to know, like,
there's two sides to this, and the only side I see is, honestly, this is just my opinion. Before you ever propose to somebody, I feel like y'all should have kind of sort of went ring shopping. Cause, and I could be completely wrong. You could be surprised. But
some people are surprised.
The only way I could see this going a different way is if we never went ring shopping. We never talked about getting married. I never talked about proposing to you, and I don't know what the ring looks like. Not most people. I can't speak for most people, but in my head, my idea, I don't even know where I got this from, but I was pretty sure you should be taking your lady to go ring shopping, see what kind of rings she likes before you ever propose, because that's going to kind of let you know, like me personally, I'm not going to propose more than once. Once I do it, it's done. And if you say no, then you ain't the one, and I pretty guaranteed that I ain't never going to propose to nobody else.
Okay, by her telling you this, I just need to know, are they still together?
I don't want to say that on air. I don't want to speak on that part. But
are they still? We all need to know, are they still together?
We're going to just say yes.
They are still together. You get on my... So they're not together. Okay, cool. If you tell somebody... If somebody proposed to you, you say no, and your reason for saying no is because the ring is not big enough.
The diamond wasn't
I'm sorry.
big enough.
The diamond. Y'all both need to check each other. That's how I feel. Like, are you with me because of how much money I make? And then with him... wait a minute. I just cannot... What... So
I just want to know though.
I'm so done.
Does she appreciate him if she declined his offering?
Well, okay, so we got Luke, produced by Luke Banger. Hey, what if they say they not ready? Okay, if you're not ready, that can be discussed. But some people want to break up with the person because the person say they not ready.
See, I can only speak from my perspective, right? And if they said they wasn't ready, I would have so many red flags, because before I ever propose, I'm going to be kind of probing that question. Like,
so then they must not have communicated properly.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. You know, some people just do it as a complete surprise. Like, yo, I had no idea he was going to ask me to marry.
Exactly.
And to a certain extent, you're not supposed to know that I'm going to ask, but at the same time.
But y'all should be having conversations on whether or not y'all want to be together for the rest of your life or not.
Like, I'll give you an example. My homeboy that just got engaged.
Congratulations.
He knew that his girlfriend wanted to get married, or that she would say yes based on conversations they've had about getting married to each other.
That's good.
So if you're not having that conversation, bro, you got a lot of confidence, a lot more than me. Cause
but
I'm not about to ask nobody.
Now I'm thinking, like, if he really wanted to be with her, why? And it's not about materialistic things, guys. Don't get me wrong. Remember we was talking to Mr. Wilbur, and he was saying, like, sometimes people want to know how much something is just to think, like, how much do you really think of me? Do you think I'm worth $5? Do you think I'm worth... That plays a huge part. Nah.
Unappreciated. I'm grateful.
Yo, Chris, come on now. All I know is if you really love your woman, you should not be getting her enough out the bubblegum machine.
No, and I'm not saying that.
Value her. A woman wants to feel value, and I'm just speaking from a woman's perspective.
That's not showing value. I think that's ungrateful.
It's a part of it. No, it's a part of. Honestly, I'm going to accept it. I'm not about to call off no whole wedding, our whole future over no little materialistic thing. But at the same time, if you're going to get me a ring, something I'm supposed to wear on my finger every day, it better not be turning green. That's what I'm saying.
But it's a real ring. It's just the diamond wasn't big enough.
Man,
like
get out of here.
You changing the narrative on my question, and the question.
Look, I don't care how big or small. Just it better be of that much quality that it's going to stay the same color while it's on my finger every day.
That wasn't her issue. Her issue was the diamond wasn't big enough.
Well, and she said the diamond wasn't. The diamond.
This is my homegirl. So, you know, it was based off the fact that she knows how much money he makes. And she felt like he could have got a bigger ring.
But you could have accepted that and kept your whole relationship.
So you agreeing with me?
And just could have not alluded to, but she don't know what he had for her on the actual wedding day.
Well, that's what I was just gonna say. So let me ask y'all this, because I personally feel like it was a test, and I think she failed it
tremendously.
But we're not gonna speak on that yet. I want to know from y'all. Do y'all think if he will he propose again with a bigger ring?
Will he?
Yeah.
Do she think he will? We need to know on the next episode of Rummy.
No, you know what? I honestly I wouldn't do it. I think
you wouldn't. So you wouldn't propose again?
Hell no. I think it was a test, and I think it was a test of exactly what that was. Like, do you love me for me, or do you love me? For
I need to have a conversation with this guy. I'm sorry. We need to bring him on Rum TV because I just need to know moving forward, and we need his expertise. Okay, other guys need his expertise, and we're gonna get that. Okay. So, y'all, for those of you who's just coming into the live, we had a whole show on showing appreciation. Not only that, okay, Chris' friend got proposed to, okay? The diamond was not as big as she would have preferred, and she called it off, the proposal. She said no. Because she knows how much money he make, and the diamond wasn't a representation of his bank account, basically. Is he gonna propose again? We need to know. And
they're still together.
They still together. Chris is just saying that, so we don't fully know the whole conversation. But to keep them in warm water, we're gonna say that they're still together.
No, they're still together.
But you're saying you would not propose again.
Hell no.
Now, what if she called it off because of something else, not for the simple fact that of the ring?
Okay, so I'm gonna use a different perspective than my own because you couldn't tell me no. Like, if you told me no, I'm not gonna ask again. I ain't gonna ask anybody else again. And yeah,
okay,
but if she called it off for something else, what would be the other reason?
I don't know. What's acceptable to you?
There is no acceptable reason.
So,
before I ask, I'm going to know that you're going to say yes.
Well, he asked.
I don't know that they had an extensive conversation. I think she would have told him, how big the ring needed to be, because I think she was looking for that rock. You know what I'm saying? She wanted one about big as the whipped cream right there at the end of my cake.
I'm so done.
And
so we have
it was like as big as that Hershey's Kiss on the top.
I'm so done with you. So Love for Kimmy says, I know it was called a test, but she did display ungratefulness. I can understand that. Also, how much he is making is besides the point.
It is.
But it definitely goes both ways. Wow.
So it just goes to show you, like,
were you appreciative of the fact that he asked you to be a whole wife and you settled for a ring you can't even take to your grave?
Well, let me ask you this. We could kind of twist the conversation like this, and let me just put this out there. If somebody offered, now let's say that, somebody makes a decent living. Let's say they make 6 figures, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's not use us. Let's use just 2 people, person A, person B. Person A is the man, person B is the woman. If person A offers to take person B to a nice restaurant, but not a 5-star restaurant, but he can afford to take you to a 5-star restaurant, does that make him love you any less?
If he can afford to take you to a more upper class restaurant,
let's say
wait. So how was the relationship? What is it?
Let's say it's long term. Y'all been together for some time.
Okay.
3-4 years, 5 years even.
Okay.
And let's say, you say, babe, I want to go out for a steak. And he take you to Longhorn, but he could afford to take you to Fleming's.
I'm the type of woman, I say I want a steak. If he go out to the market and cook it, I'm down. Okay? That's how I am.
Okay, but see,
it's
my
the
thing
thought
is
for me.
to piggyback on this whole situation, I think that's the exact same thing. Like, it's a little bit deeper. It's a lot deeper.
It gotta be
proposal. But
yeah.
At the end of the day, it shouldn't matter whether the steak came from Longhorn or the steak came from Fleming's. The bottom line is you asked for a steak. They got you a steak. She does want to get married, but she did not accept that ring. And, her reason, I'm going to give y'all this because I didn't tell y'all originally. She said that she has standards. And
I was about to say
the ring
that.
did not meet the standards. She was standing her ground for her standards. And I just can't agree with that. I'm so sorry. I can't.
So did you tell as her? I'm sorry, Mr. Marcus. I know we gotta wrap it up. I need to know, as you being her real friend, as you are a real friend to me, and you tell me, Otis, you should have said that. You shouldn't have did that. Did you tell her that?
I told her that I think it was a test, and I think she effed up. I told her that.
And what she say? Chris, well.
She started feeling bad. She started crying. She started to see it from my perspective.
Oh, okay. Some people just don't know, and they think the way they go about things is the right way.
But can I just say this?
What?
She wasn't crying. She cried because she felt bad.
Yeah.
But she cried because she really wanted a bigger ring.
I'm so done.
And I just know her so well, so I know. We talked, but I know. That's why she was crying. And she kind of confirmed it, so.
That's funny. So we got another comment that says, there's nothing wrong with going to a lower scale restaurant sometimes, but we are not going to McDonald's every time we go out to eat. And I understand that.
See, you know what's funny? I never mentioned McDonald's on purpose. There's nothing wrong with going to Longhorn, everybody. Or Outback, or Texas Roadhouse. They all got good steak. Me personally, I'm a Longhorn type of guy. But every now and then we can go to Texas Roadhouse. We go to Outback. Outback got really good wings.
Texas Roadhouse rolls is to die for.
Yeah, but you already know if it was up to me, we go to Longhorn. But my point in that, and I love Fleming's. Like, if you've never been, you should go. Shoot, I like who else got good? I got the Brazilian place. You never been?
No.
Fogo de Chao.
Oh yeah, you told me about it.
Yeah, I mean, now they don't got steaks like Fleming's, but their steak is good too. So I mean,
so is it better than Longhorn, or because they're more expensive?
So,
but is it worth it?
It's worth it. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, it's worth it.
But you have to really be like a protein connoisseur, because it's not just steak. It's different cuts of meat. Sometimes they have lamb.
Oh,
sometimes
nice.
They have an assortment of meats.
That's nice.
You have to be a protein connoisseur, but for me, it's definitely worth it. I would, if I'm going for a steak, I would choose Longhorn over Fogo de Chao, only because it's a consistency of the steak that you're eating. And for some people, especially me, if you're going for a steak, I'm going for the flavor of the steak, and you're going to get different flavored steaks at not Texas Roadhouse, Fogo de Chao, than you're going to get at Longhorn. Longhorn, you're going to get one ribeye, and it's pretty much going to taste the same, all the way through.
Right.
At Fogo, you're going to get a piece of a New York strip. You're going to get a piece of a ribeye. You're going to get a piece of
it's good, but you're not getting what you...
It's good, but you're getting an assortment of different cuts of the steak, as opposed to just getting the ribeye that I would get.
I got you.
So
okay,
yeah.
Yo, that was a really good show, though.
I appreciate that,
man.
But I just don't think that was appreciative. And I want everybody to, if everybody has somebody that they appreciate. Everybody wants to be or to feel appreciated. So today we wanted to have this show about it, because we have people like Luke. Appreciate you for joining us tonight, man. Who we appreciate, who have done a show with us, who have worked with us, who we plan to continue to work with. We want to tell all of you guys that we love and appreciate you, that we are looking forward to 2021. You'll come up our year, and to have you back on the show. Quickies, I appreciate you.
I appreciate
Mr.
you.
Marcus, I know Mr. Ribbon out here, but we appreciate you guys.
Yes.
To all of our sponsors, we appreciate you.
Absolutely.
And we want to continue to show everybody that we appreciate y'all. So me and Cortez are putting something together that's really special for everybody, and we are going to be posting about it. It's going to be on our story, so y'all stay tuned. Look forward to it. And that's about it.
Find us on Instagram, y'all, r.u.m.tv. Please don't miss no live updates. I'm praying. We do have an officer coming on this Friday, y'all.
Absolutely.
So if you have any questions of anything you want to ask a good cop or a bad cop, ask this cop, because he's a good one, okay?
You know what? And we're going to have a conversation about the Black Lives Matter movement and
police
social
brutality.
injustice,
Yes.
police brutality.
Yes.
That's all coming this Friday.
This
everybody.
Friday, y'all.
Stay tuned. Tune in.
Call in. Don't
We
forget,
look forward to seeing y'all.
1-855-493-6499. Feel free to comment, please. And please share our stories, y'all. Share our posts. Like, share the show. Find us on Facebook. Please. The whole show is on Facebook and YouTube. Okay? And just say something nice to somebody tomorrow. I don't even care at this point. Open the door for somebody. Buy somebody lunch. Something. Amen?
Absolutely. Amen.
All right, y'all. It's Rum TV. It's your girl Cortez and your boy Chris.
We over and out.
Peace.